the elaborate Nritta, pure dance, and Nritya, dance with gestures in the Varnam, we have a short interval, followed by the leisurely exposition of Abhinaya, or meaningful gestures, to Padams, Kirtanas, and Javalis. Abhi means in front of, and Naya is to bring. Abhinaya, to bring in front of. This is the art of communication, the concept of Abhinaya. We have already seen the feelings and ideas being expressed through the gestures in the Shabdam and the Varnam. Now, let us delve a little deeper into the vast ocean of Abhinaya. The ancients have divided Abhinaya into 4 divisions: Angika, Vachika, Aharya, and Satvika Abhinaya. We have worked quite a bit with the Angika, the Anga and the Pratyanga, the major and the minor limbs. Then the number of movements for the eyes, the neck, and the face, the body, and also some of the uses. As far as the Vachika Abhinaya goes, it is the song sung by the singer, because in Bharatanatyam we do not have dialogue. That is, the dancer does not speak. Then in the Aharya, that's a surprise, you will see later. In the Satvika Abhinaya, we have Bhava, Rasa, and of course the psychological state. Let us look at the chart on Bhava. Bhava is divided into 3 divisions. Vibhava, in that we have Alambana and Uddipana. Now Alambana is the Nayika and the Nayaka, the hero and the heroine. Uddipana, the time, the place, the moon, and so on. Then we have Anubhava, the 2nd division. We have ornaments, the dressing, and expressing through the gestures. The 2nd division, Anubhava. Then the 3rd division, Sanchari and Vyavachari Bhava. An accessory, adding more. This I will demonstrate to you later. Now all these 3 divisions lead to Sthayi Bhava. That is a permanent feeling. That leads to Rasa. And of course, we have the famous Navarasas, Sringara, Hasya, Karuna, Raudra, Veera, Bhayanaka, Bhibhatsa, Adbhuta, and Shanta. This again you will see in demonstration later. Now let us take Sringara. That is, I have taken the Sringara, or the love, was also Prema. Now here you have firstly the Nayaka and the Nayika, the hero and the heroine. And of course you have to have the atmosphere, the situation. So you have the moon, the garden, the place, and so on. Their play in all this. Then you have the ornaments and the dress and the expression through the glances, glances of love, maybe, depending on the situation again. And the 3rd, you have the yearning of the heroine for her lord. She has no appetite, no sleep, and then of course the pangs of love. Again here I repeat the Vipralabdha Sringara. All this leading to Rati, love, Sringara. Now like this, we have for all the other 7 rasas, where the dancer expresses an idea or an emotion and the onlooker or the audience understands it, a rapport is created, and then a satisfaction. Ananda is experienced. Then the rasa is born. What is the rasa? Literature on dance, drama, and music has a lot to say about it. But one thing we must remember is that the ultimate goal of dance is to create rasa or flavor. And to do this, one must have feeling, bhava. When this feeling or bhava is communicated, then the rasa sprouts. Bhava has been described as the first change in the changeless mind. Sringara or love is the most dominant rasa round which all the other rasas revolve. The yearning of the individual soul, Atma, for the Supreme Soul, Paramatma. Philosophy calls this as bridal mysticism. The yearning in separation adds greater flavor or rasa. And this is called as Vipralabdha Shringara. And the heroine is the Vipralabdha, the disappointed one, the deceived one. When we speak of the rasas, we normally speak of Navarasas, the 9 emotions. The Natya Shastra speaks of 8, and Tamil literature speaks of Yen Shuvai. 8 rasas, and Shanta has been added. Now the Navarasas in a broad fashion. Shringara, love. Karuna, compassion. Veera, courage. Bhibhatsa, disgust. Bhaya, fear. Ascharya, wonder. Adbhuta. Raudra, anger. Hasya, ridicule. Shanta, peace. These are, very broadly, the Navarasas. But let me tell you, we have many shades of the rasas according to the place, the situation, and the emotion. Let us take a padam. A pada is a song of devotion. It is of a slower tempo, meaningful words set to beautiful melodies or ragas. Jayadeva is said to have composed the first padam in the Daru style, that is, a song telling the episode or a story on love, Puranic or historical theme. A padam is dignified but highly stylized in gestures. It is suggestive in ideas and subtle in expression. It is full of emotion. It is very beautiful and aesthetical. Now the song on a lighter vein, more colloquial in language and simpler and appealing to each and every one, is called a javali, and it has been called as lewd poetry. But whether padam or javali, we have the heroine addressing her lord directly, or maybe her saki or a friend, or maybe 2 friends discussing the situation. And also, whether it is a padam or a javali, we must remember 3 things. The kavyartha, the meaning of the song in its entirety. The vakyartha, the meaning of each line of the song. And the padartha, the meaning of each word. All this so that we can bring out the inner feeling and emotion of the song that is being danced. Now at this stage, I think it would be appropriate if I were to speak a little of the Sanchari Bhava, which you saw when we saw the chart on Bhava. Sanchari, as the very word suggests, expansion or addition, an accessory. You can expand a word, an idea, or a feeling. For example, suppose you were to take Shiva for that matter, and you want to extol his qualities. For example, he has Ganga in his hair, snakes adorning, then he has tiger skin. Now all that, certain attributes, we could call it as Ashtotram. This also becomes Sanchari Bhava. Then there is the other Sanchari Bhava where we tell a story or an episode. For example, how Shiva got the Ganga in his locks. Then you will have to describe the story of Bhagiratha doing penance. Then that becomes an episode. That is also Sanchari. And of course, the Nayaka Bhava, where one situation the lady is waiting for her lord. She may be in a pensive mood, but sometimes she may be in a very happy mood, all dressed up and waiting. And he doesn't come. Then the pangs of separation. You remember the Vipralabdha Sringara? She suffers. She doesn't want to drink and she doesn't want to eat. So all this is Sanchari Bhava. There's no end to it. You can go on and on and on. There are many Pada composers. Purandaradasa, Jayadeva, Kshetrajñar, Muttutandavar, Ganam Krishnayar, and the famous Sringara Padam Savarnamacharya, and so on. For demonstration, suppose we take one of Kshetrajña's Padams. Yevade nenu pavaluchina vele puvu banamu vesi rova jesi poye vade vade. See how beautiful this is. The Nayika, she says, when she was resting, somebody came and distracted her. Who is he? This is beautiful Sringara of Kshetrajña. Then we'll take one of Tirthanarayana Taranga, the famous Govardhana Giridhara, where this is an episode. Govardhana Giridhara, Govardhana Giridhara, Govinda Gokula Balaka Paramananda, Govardhana Giridhara. The famous feat of Lord Krishna, when he lifted the Mount Govardhana with his little finger. This then explains the episode. The Sanchara, we can do a Sanchara here of an episode. Now let us take a Javali. Sako ninna sneha sarasa vinyata ke. Sako ninna sneha. The Nayika says, enough of your friendship. Why all the dalliance now? She is jealous. And this is one kind of a Nayika. One in Telugu. Chaline netlu sahya tune, chaline netlu sahya tune, alavaninto varnintune. Dear friend, how can I bear the separation? In this same thing, you remember I told you the expansion of a situation. Javana radayane manchi puvulu inkyalane. Now, Javana radayane, the Nayika is waiting, all dressed, all with the flowers, and he doesn't come. Then she says, Manchi puvulu inkyalane sogasyevaru. Who will look at me now? Nobody. Chaline netlu. Then another one in Tamil which says, Geliyai ponadade tori geliyai ponadade. Now here she is jilted. She believes him and goes, and he doesn't come. So she says, Geliyai. Now she doesn't weep. She feels bad. So you have various kinds like this, and you can go on and on and on, giving the entire play of the human beings in the world. We have with us Srimati Kamalambal of Tanjore, the last of the dancers attached to the Brihadishvara temple. The last time she danced must have been in 1948. She will do for us a piece from the Sarabendra Bhupala Koravanji. Here, the heroine suffers the pangs of separation. And she says to her friend, "When I am suffering from the arrows, the flower arrows of Cupid, you are leaving me alone." Srimati Kamalambar.
Madan kalakati lenni taninge vaitini vida magapuram sin rayodini sakiye madan kalakati lenni taninge vaitini vida magapuram chandrayodini sakiye madan kalakati lenni taninge vaitini vida magapuram chandrayodini sakiye madan kalakati enni taninge vaitini vida magapuram chandrayodini sakiye madan kalakati lenni கதியேன உன்னை எல்லாம் காணேன வேறல்லா 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 அதுதான் உன் மனம் அறியாததோ சகியே அதுதான் உன் மனம் அறியாததோ சகியே மதன் காலகத்திலே சரபோஜி மகாராஜன் பவனி வர கண்டேன் சரபோஜி மகாராஜன் பவனி வர கண்டேன் சரபோஜி மகாராஜன் பவனி வர கண்டே மறுவனன் ஆவ மேல் மையல் கொண்டேன் சகியே மறுவனனாவ மேல் மையல் கொண்டே சகியே மறுவன ஆவ மேல் மையல் கொண்டேன் சகியே மறுவன ஆவ மேல் மையல் கொண்டே சகியே பருவமடந்த யார்கள் பல பேர் நின்றார் என்னை போல் பருவமடந்தயர்கள் பல பேர் நின்றார் என்னை போல் ஒருவரும் மையல் கொள்ள காணேனே சகியே ஒருவரும் மையல் கொள்ள காணேனே சகியே மதன் கலகத்தி ஏனே
That was an unusual experience. I'm sure all of you have seen something very great. That was a unique experience for all of us. Until next time.